we don't have the regulations or the legislation yet in order to allow hydrogen, but it is a conversation. I believe Dow Petrochemical has some hydrogen involved, or maybe is a fully hydrogen plant. What does this actually mean? What does this actually mean for the future of hydrogen in this conversation, both globally and also here in Alberta?
It means two things. It means investment for the province and mortgage-paying jobs for Albertans. Because hydrogen, clean hydrogen, is going to be an $11 trillion industry by 2050. And we want as much of that investment right here in Alberta as we can possibly get. It's literally hundreds of thousands of jobs. But in order to get that, we have to do the difficult work now to ensure that we have a place where we're in a position to export that hydrogen. So we're currently working on a domestic hydrogen economy. And one of the things that my team is working on is transportation, which is traditionally a difficult area to abate. In fact, Tesla's electric vehicles, for all the great things that we say about them, the fact is they don't actually reduce your carbon footprint. Takes your carbon footprint from Alberta and moves it over here to another jurisdiction somewhere else in the world. Well, that's not really cleaning up the environment. And the best part about clean hydrogen is it actually is a way to reduce the carbon emissions in the transportation field.
You're very well versed in the hydrogen front, which I appreciate. I think people just need to know how is actually hydrogen produced, and how is Alberta actually can be a cornerstone piece of this conversation?
There's different ways to produce it. Here's the way that we're interested, because you can essentially generate hydrogen from natural gas. And there's a few different processes. The most recent one is of course autothermal reforming, which will actually capture 95% of the carbon in hydrogen, and then it'll re-inject it back into to the pore space that it came from, because it came from the ground, so we're just putting it where it came from. And what we're left with is a clean energy source. And it's clean, and the only emission at ignition is a little bit of water vapor.